Come on now, bruh. I know, you know what I'm saying, the kitty ain't that good now. But then sometimes men get stupid because they don't think with their head. They think with their other head, and it fucks up your money.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Back at it. You know what it is. CBN. Who got it?
Hey, man, you know, it's been big this week and even last week. We're going to hit on the Udoka scandal. It's really a scandal, okay, because it's really affecting the franchise, but it's more so, to me, something that should be between him and his wife. So getting on from that, why is Malika Andrews having such a hard stance against people speaking or coming to the defense of Brother Udoka?
Oh, shit.
I've been trying to tell y'all, this feminist movement, man, is strong as hell right now, okay? She came out and it was like no accountability for the other party involved.
Stephen A., with all due respect, this is not about pointing the finger. Stop. The fact that we are sitting here debating whether somebody else should have been suspended or not, we are not here, Stephen A., to further blame women. That is not why we are here.
First of all, let me be very clear. I don't appreciate where you're going with that. I'm not blaming anybody but Ime Udoka. He deserves, the fact of the matter is, I've said he deserved to be fired if they were going to fire him. If you're not going to fire him, then don't fire him. My issue is all of this being publicized. The point that I'm trying to make is just like you're not mentioning. Excuse me. I listened to you. You're the one telling me to stop on my show. It ain't happening. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I've already said he deserves to be fired, or he deserves to be there and handle it internally and privately. If you're not going to handle it privately, if you're going to publicize it in that fashion, then obviously it provokes everybody wanting to know, okay, well, who are the parties involved? When you have Amina Smith in Boston and other women pointing out the fact that there were women who were wrongly implicated in all of this, it's a disservice to them. I didn't come out with the report about a consensual relationship. I didn't come out with the report ahead of time leaking that they were going to suspend him for the year. They did that.
As far as, Malika, coming on Stephen A.'s platform and even on her own platform, when you have somebody like Kendrick Perkins that we put that video out for you guys,
yep,
who has inside knowledge because he played for the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Word accountability, okay? Accountability doesn't just go to Ime Udoka, okay? Accountability goes to the other people that played a part in that as well. Let me tell you another thing I didn't like about my good friend Wick Grossbeck and Brad Stevens in this press conference when they asked, is anybody else going to be punished? And they said no. And my whole thing is this, right? These are some of the facts that have been out. These are some facts that I know that, this relationship, one of these relationships that was had with Ime Udoka and one of these women, it was consensual, meaning that this woman actually played a part in it too. So my thing is, yes, Ime Udoka was wrong. We get that. His punishment, he deserved that, and whatever else follows, I hate it for him, but he put himself in this position. But why are the other people getting left off the hook?
Well,
that's the problem that I have right now. Everybody got to be held accountable.
I think that we need to circle back to what Shanae said, is that there was an investigation that was conducted by an independent law firm here, and I think that transparency is what will rule the day here. And so without having all of the information, it is unfair and irresponsible of us to go and to speculate on that, because what we have to...
Well, I'm not speculating. Sure. I have the information. I'm not speculating.
But what we have to go with here is the fact that an independent law firm came in, did this investigation, and the facts that they were presented, they came to the conclusion that Ime Udoka violated a policy that warranted a 1-year suspension, and I share your frustration with the lack of transparency while understanding that there is some things that they need to, from a legal perspective, keep private. But knowing all of that, understanding all of that, we have to come to the conclusion that whatever rule, the conduct that was broken on one side, it is not the same on the other side. I thank you for your perspective.
But we also need to say, hey, why isn't the other lady involved not get suspended as well?
Right.
You know? And so for Malika Andrews to come out and be like, no, we're not going to discuss that. It's not cool. It's not right. Hold everybody accountable for their actions.
Right.
Why do you think it's so easy for her to just be able to do that and not hold the other party accountable?
That's what they pushing. That's the narrative that they pushing, I believe. Women are right, men are evil. I think that's what I believe is what's happening right now.
So, Mr. Udoka, you think he's at fault here?
Yeah, he's at fault for cheating on his wife.
But that's between them, right?
That is between him. But now it's out in the open.
But see, now, doesn't the other party, don't they have someone else too?
Absolutely. And so she's at fault for cheating on her husband. So
I see different sides of the coin.
Of course you do.
You know, everything you said is correct. The Malika Andrews is wrong in two left shoes, period. Because she shouldn't be cutting off Stephen A. or Perk at all with their perspective. Okay, so that's where my fault is with her. Brother Udoka is wrong. Yes, you cheated on your wife. But the fact that it happened in your workplace with somebody who is subordinate to you is nepotism. Okay? And in any workplace we're in, if you're subordinate to me and we get into some kind of intimate relationship, we can both be fired. Just like that.
Yeah.
So, but I also agree with with Perk when he says that the woman should also see something from her job because she was also affiliated. So she should also be suspended. That's all we're looking for is something equal happening. Okay? So it's not like he did it alone, like we were saying earlier. She also was a part of this. She also works for the company. He didn't take advantage of her. When Malika Andrews cut you off, it's like you would think the man abused this woman. They had a consensual affair. It's an affair, if it, allegedly, whatever. But it was consensual between both parties. So it's not like, oh, he should take all the blame. Yes, they both should see some kind of punishment from the company. The company could have easily fired them both. Right. They did not have to suspend him for that. Once they found out about it, once there's drift, people talking, someone seeing something, if that gets to a certain portion and you're in leadership of any kind, you're gone. Yeah. And that other party's gone too because they were also affiliated with it. And that creates what we call a negative work environment. And that's what this is. This is a work issue. Now, for him and his home and her, whatever, you do got to deal with that at home. But you're public figures. And that's why it's in the world's eye.
Let me add one more thing real quick, and I'll let you ride. Boston Celtics, bruh, you got to hold an L for how you handled that.
Yes.
Right? Because, excuse me, you put all your ladies, your females in that organization in a tough pickle, in a difficult bind. Because now what it did was, well, who's the female? Right? And they posted the wrong lady.
Oh.
So everybody thought, oh, it's her, when it wasn't her. So now she's got to get that backlash. You know what I'm saying? People were going through and saying, well, how many females work for the Boston Celtics? Knock them off.
Wow.
And like I said, they posted the wrong lady when it was a Becky that actually did it. You see what I'm saying? So Boston Celtics handled that situation wrong. Brad Stevens, you handled that situation wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, in totality, everybody's fucked up over here.
Shit, I ain't got much on this shit, man. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Like, he did it. He had an affair. I mean, I guess the crazy shit was she was part of the travel team, and she arranged the travel arrangements for Nia. So, like,
Wow.
Like, you know what I mean? So
I did not know that, brother. Jeez, Wheeze.
So, like, I mean, I guess she was in time. She knew the ins and outs of the relationship. It was very consensual. When you got somebody doing things like this for you, it was a whole blown affair, like you said.
Yeah.
So both of them should receive. And I don't know if she was using company resources to do these things.
So once again, that's why she should also see some punishment.
No doubt. No doubt.
Right.
When you explain it that way.
But I think how the husband found out was through the ring.
Ring door cam.
Ring door cam. Come on now, bruh. I know, you know what I'm saying, the kitty ain't that good now. But then sometimes men get stupid because they don't think with their head. They think with their other head, and it fucks up your money.
Hey, I mean, that's how he's in the situation in the first place. And on a less serious note, if you're going to have you such a beautiful wife like that, how come they always cheat with the ugly ones? Man, she's ugly.
Is she?
Oh, she's terrible, bro.
Yo, we out of here.
I have more.